Hello fun and learning student of class 10th. In previous video, I have discussed the natural resources, occupation, different people are working in different sector and what is the sector. So these are the things we have discussed in the previous videos. Now, the chapter name as it goes by sector of the Indian economy. So sector, I think you have understood this topic that different people are working in different occupation. These are because of some important criteria. The economic activity is divided is known as sector. This all I have discussed in the previous video. Now, sector of the Indian economy, this is the chapter name. So sector you have understood it. Now Indian economy. Basically, in Indian economy, there are different type of sector. This is what you have to study. In Indian economy, different type of sector you have to study. So what I have told you in the previous video, that different occupation are present in different type of sector, and these occupation can be divided, and these occupation can be divided into three important sector. Number one is your primary sector, primary activity you can say. Number two is your secondary activity you can say. And number three is your tertiary activity or tertiary sector. So activity or sector is synonyms here. Somewhere it is, I will say, you will find written in the book activity, and somewhere it will find your sector. So primary sector, primary activity, same thing. Secondary activity, secondary sector, same thing. And tertiary sector, tertiary activity is also same thing. So now let's take it. What is primary, what is secondary, and what is tertiary? So first is your primary activity, your primary sector. Primary activity includes those occupations which are closely related to man's natural environment, where man is connected with the natural environment so closely. This is known as primary sector. Like, for example, hunting, fishing, lumbering, animal rearing, farming, mining, gathering. These are the sector where people are working. These are known as primary sector. As you already know that these are very much connected to the man's own natural environment. That is why it is known as primary sector, because it's a very basic. So activities that are directly related to the resources, natural resources, are termed as primary activity. That's you always said that, like farming, mining, animal rearing. These I have given you the example. Now in this primary activity, the product that is obtained is a very much a natural product. For example, animal rearing or dairy is a primary activity because it's very much connected with the nature. In this activity, farmers are depend on the biological process of the animal and the availability of the fodder, etc. So the product milk is also a very natural product. So what is the important characteristic of the primary sector? That it is very much connected to the nature, and the product is obtained from this is your natural product. And example I have told you, like hunting, fishing, lumbering, agriculture, farming. These are all known as primary sector. People, those who are working in this sector, they are known as the working in the primary sector. So I think you have understood this topic. That is what is primary sector. Now let's take this picture. That here in this picture you can see these are the primary sector product activity, that is known as primary sector activity. Just seeing this picture you can understand it. So in this next video we will discuss the secondary activity, or secondary sector activity. So thank you student, thank you very much.